And guys, we are back with another episode of Occasions and Purpose, our very own podcast that we created just for you.
We did it.
Just for you.
For you.
One day we were at our youth group and we were like, man, what if we made a podcast?
Yeah. And then we went to, what was it before that? No, it's not even before that. I think we kept talking about making a podcast for a long time.
Yeah, I wanted Angel to be a part of it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 3 people.
Yeah.
That was my original idea for this podcast. And then Angel was like, oh, I'm working now, so I'm getting busy, so I can't do it. I was like, okay, I'll just do it with Doug. Mm-hmm. And that's how it came to be. But like, it wasn't, Doug was always part of it too. But I wanted some people who are like, really good at speaking and know what they're talking about in life.
I have no clue what I'm talking about.
No, I think you do. Oh, see, Doug always says he doesn't know, but I always thought like he knew. Like, you give off a good impression that you do.
I'm a very good liar then.
You must be. But,
I faked it till I made it.
You lie with the truth. You're lying with truth.
I lied with truth.
Yeah, so it's like, oh yeah, your breath do smell bad, but it don't, but it really does. So it's like, I don't know. It's just, it can go both ways. I don't know.
I made it, Mom.
He made it in life as a YouTuber personality. That's for sure.
I'm so sore.
Yeah, Doug's been working out lately, guys.
I'm so sore.
Everyone's going to the gym.
It's
but
New Year's
no, they can't.
resolution.
We can't say that because
We'll bleep it out. Can you bleep it out?
I can't. I'm not doing all.
Oh,
that
you didn't do all that work?
Never mind. Just erase what we said.
Oh,
in the house. They work out in the house.
Yes, exactly. That's what we're doing. We're working out. I'm tired.
Yeah,
I'm tired. This today while we're filming this is gonna be my first week completely going to the gym. Yeah, only days off for Saturday.
Who taught you how to like work out and stuff? Because heard you got really good form.
Well, I'm a power lifter or quote unquote power lifter. I haven't done that in a while, but I was taking a class in GCC, the kinesthetics and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So there, you needed to work out and put so much hours to get a grade. So I would just go there, and this one big, huge man. This dude's, he's huge. He's like 6 foot something, 200 and something pounds of just muscle. Ooh. He's a big guy, and I was like, hey, dude, like I was like around him. He's like, well, I'm gonna show you what I do. I'm like, all right, cool. It's like, all right, do powerlifting, this, that, and the other. So it's basically deadlifting, squats, and bench press. So the 3 main ingredients of powerlifters is what they do. So I would just train with him for a while, and then every day, and I mean every single day, I would go to the gym, walk the 2-point-something miles to the school, be there for an hour or 2, or depending until they kick me out, because the next class that comes in is usually like a football team, soccer, or whatever. So they would take over. They would take over the entire thing. So I needed to bounce. So I would just drill my form. Basically, that's all I would do. I would barely use very heavy weight, but I would just drill like technique, just so I know that it is solid and I don't accidentally hurt myself, because that's the one thing I didn't want to do. I don't want to slightly like breathe wrong, move slightly, and the bar slips out, my disc leaves, or like I hurt my back or my hip or anything. So everything was always like, hey, I'm doing this because I want to get stronger, but also all these techniques that I'm doing and I'm trying to drill in is because I want to be safe. So I can still pick it up, even though I haven't gone in like about a year, some change. Until last week Friday, we did deadlifts. My form is still good because I met up a friend who also was there at our another house or whatever. It doesn't matter. But he's like, you still got it. I'm like, of course. It's still drilled into me, so I know like I'm helping out Angel. I'm helping out my boy Zach lift heavier, and I was so surprised with Angel. He almost deadlifted 315.
Really?
And you know how he's like a foot shorter than me, or like an inch shorter than me actually. And he doesn't weigh that much. So the fact that he almost picked up 315 on his first try, I was so excited.
No, let me tell you this story, man. I was playing football as a freshman, right? And we had summer workouts. So this is like 8th grade going to your freshman year. Yes, summer workouts. And it was only a few freshmen that were like invited to go. I just went. My brother was on the football team, so I had the access. I had to go. So I ended up going, and like, so all the freshmen were there. Like, it was just me and like 4 of the guys, because there wasn't that many of us. And I remember this dude. He was like small. Like, he wasn't like that, like a big muscular guy, but he was like, he was
stocky.
No, not even stocky. He was just normal.
He was just a normal guy.
Yeah, like normal, like way bigger than me, but like not like, you wouldn't tell he was like muscular, but like he could like lift. Like, he could lift some like weight. I was like, bro, you don't look like as if you're lifting that much, but he can.
You'd be surprised with how many people there. I know I've seen people who are smaller than me
Yep.
pick up way more than I can. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
I was so happy when I was watching Angel lift because I was like, I see him picking up. I'm like, oh my god, I was so giddy. I was
Isn't
like,
that
yes,
crazy?
that's so great. So
Yeah.
I'm like, let's put in more weight. Let's put in more weight. And he did an amazing job. They picked up they picked it up properly.
Here's a random question.
What's up?
How do you feel about if men don't work out? What do you think?
I mean, I hope you do something. You gotta do something. You gotta do something.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You gotta do something. Here's the thing, like, cause I feel like more times than none, more of the working out kind of comes down to like how masculine you are. It's like I'm putting in the work, testosterone, this, that, and the other. But like if you don't do that, I'm like, do something, stretch, do yoga, do something that will at least get you active or anything that will like hone anything. Mm-hmm. If honestly, in all honesty, run. If anything, run, do squats. Even CrossFit, even though I don't like any CrossFitters at all. Like if you know me in general,
a lot of guys, like we have a lot of high standards on women. I feel like, and it's like, oh, well, like,
but there's also very much high standards against men as well. As much we like to say that women need to fit all these criteria, there's also men need to fit these quote unquote criteria as well. Mm-hmm. So it's both on both sides where they both need to be fit, they both need to be making money, they both need to be mentally like stable and emotionally stable, financially stable. There's so many different things that we both need to do. So
yeah, but like what if like I don't know, like there's some people out there that they seem like they want like that lifestyle. Or like, but they not working. Yeah, well, it's combined with working out. You know, they work out. Let's say, you know, for whatever reason they work out for. But like, of course, they may not meet all the other criteria. Mm-hmm. You know, they might come at the age of like 28 or 35 or something. But you know, I think a guy should work out. I mean, I would work out with y'all, but I've been doing school. But
it's more therapeutic for me. That's
for you,
because
you haven't been going in a while.
I haven't gone in a long time. And so for me, just to be able to pick up a barbell and just lift for like however how long.
You're like, wow.
Put some music. I don't even have to put heavy weight and just keep doing it until I get tired, physically exhausted to the point where like my muscles feel like they're gonna rip. That feels therapeutic to me. I like the pain, even though I complain that I'm sore. I like being sore.
You said like, you liked it though.
It hurts so good to me. Like for me, when I get sore. And I push right here and I start massaging the thing. It hurts. It feels like I'm getting ripped apart, but it hurts so good because I know I'm getting stronger.
This is why I'm a golfer. I golf, guys. If you did
You're
not
welcome.
know. Yeah, Doug got me into golfing.
I was bored one day. I'm like, hey, do you want to go to a driving range?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah,
I was so bad. I was really bad.
We were both terrible.
Yo, but I was bad. I was like, I don't know what I was doing.
You got way better.
I just kept going by myself, and then I was like, I'm spending way too much money. And I told my friend about it. He was like, oh, Josh, why are you going there? He's like, come here. And he takes me to this magical kingdom somewhere.
The thing is, the spot that we go to now looks a lot like very pristine and like,
oh yeah,
this is for legit, and it doesn't cost as much. But the other place that we went to is very kind of not that well. It's like mostly for kids.
Okay, let me ask you.
And it costs way more.
Let me tell you this. I know, right? And it's way more.
It's way more money.
It's not affordable at all.
Yeah, it's not.
And like, I don't know. People think golf is associated with some higher tier class or something.
I mean, there's a reason for it.
There's a reason for it, of course. But like, you know, this is what Jerry told me. He said, Josh, you ever felt like when you help people out, this would be a cool topic to talk about for a quick second. Mm-hmm. He said, well, do you ever have this feeling where you're helping somebody out and they make an assumption that you're doing it to better your self-esteem? You're only doing it to increase your own, to make yourself feel good. Mm-hmm. Like let's say Doug went through a loss of a job, or maybe he got kicked out of school, whatever the reason is, and you're kind of like, you know, kind of like bummed out about it. And I'm like, no, man, I'm just talking to you and helping you out, but I'm only doing that because I'm trying to like make myself look good, like to put you on a resume of like, oh yeah, I helped my friend.
I helped this person.
Yeah, out. You know, I don't know the word I'm thinking of, but like, do you ever feel that way? And if you do, Jerry said, like, how would you handle that? And I said, okay.
Wait, you're asking if I ever felt like in a way where like I'm helping this person out,
or like how do you know myself? You're not doing
no.
Yeah. This is what I told Jerry. I said I was like, dude, okay, well, number one,
that's shady.
That is shady.
It's very shady.
But like,
it's like a scummy thing to do.
It is. It's more like condescending Wonka. It's a meme. He's like Willy Wonka. He's like doing this pose, and he talks down about you.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's like it's condescending in a way, and that's kind of what it mimics that statement. And like, this is what I tell people. I mean, I didn't like if you're looking at all the things that I have, or like all the cool things that I can brag about, then you're looking at the wrong thing. I don't even brag. I don't even like to, like, if I'm talking to you or something and you bring up something, like, I'll talk about it. But I don't go all out my way to brag about my life. You don't go out all your way and brag about your life.
I rarely talk about myself.
Yeah, you don't. Like, and I'll tell them, like, so if I'm telling you something, like, some advice, like, and you're not listening because you think I'm being condescending towards you, that is a you problem. I could keep saying it's a you problem because it is. It's like, and like we're good people. You gotta know your friends too. I feel like some of y'all friends are maybe little shady people themselves. I don't know.
I mean, it just all comes down to people that have in your past. You're just kind of like, hey, this feels similar to what they were doing, or this sounds similar to what someone else says, and they screwed me over.
Yeah.
So it's type of that thing. It's more a defense mechanism for them
probably
than for them to like not really listen to you.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I had experience with X, Y, and Z, so you're no better than any of them.
Exactly.
So that's why I guess you need to be the change in all that. Where like, hey, look, I guess it just comes down to consistency for that.
You're right.
Hey, like, look, I'm like not doing it for any other reason. And that's the whole thing that we say at the end of our show. It's like, if you're gonna do good just because. Don't do it. So
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so we don't do good just so we can get a pat on the back. If you do that, then that's just terrible. Because you're never gonna get that. And you're never gonna be satisfied with yourself or be happy with anything. Yep. I just do it just to do it because hey, that's the right thing to do. And if that's not your moral compass there, then I don't know what to tell you.
I tell people all the time, dude. I'm so happy I went through the stuff that I had to go through because you can't come at the end of my story and make accusations. Mm-hmm. You can't come and say, "Oh yeah, you're only doing this to better yourself." Like, bro, I've been in the lowest. I've been in your shoes before.
Also, what's wrong with bettering yourself? What's wrong with doing something that will better yourself or even improve yourself?
Like working out.
Exactly.
Like working out.
Like I told this to Angel, I'm like, everyone that goes to the gym, they have a slight form of body dysmorphia. Why? Because they're coming here to get bigger. They have a small slight. I'm not saying completely, but everyone's doing it just so they can feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah, some people, I want to, our friend.
And there's nothing wrong with feeling better about themselves.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with having...
Not taking it too far and taking steroids and all that stuff. I mean, that's different.
Steroids is that's a whole different topic though.
Uh-oh.
All right, here's the thing. Here's the thing. For sports and stuff, yes, that's very much cheating and stuff like that. But if you're just doing it for yourself and stuff like that, and you just want to get to this goal, then yeah, that's fine. Steroids is very beneficial for you.
I don't believe in steroids.
Well, here's the thing. It's because you get stronger quicker. You do not get as fatigued as faster. Your soreness is non-existing. It's just like you become a superhero. That's the thing. Again, I'm not endorsing it or telling you guys to do it.
The medical conditions that come from steroids, and the fact that you can get just as big as just doing it naturally and taking the time out of it. Not at the size and the perpetually that you want. I mean, if you look at people who take steroids, it's natural.
That's
a problem.
In biology, no, you can't get as strong as you think you can without it.
No, but the fact that you want to, okay, so working out, you want to increase your self-esteem. Mm-hmm. So let's say I'm a skinny guy. I gained 50 pounds. I did that. Congratulations, right? I bettered my self-esteem. I look more muscular. Mm-hmm. And now when you take steroids, what point are you at where you're exceeding the rate of I want to feel better about myself? Now you're taking it to the extreme.
Well, here's the thing. So here's how most people would use steroids. So basically, yes, you get stronger, and then your PRs are basically your max that you can go for. We'll just use powerlifting for an example for your deadlifts, your squats, and also your bench. So on steroids, it might be super high. Say, just throw out a number. It's around, you're hitting 350s for each. So 350. That's your strongest with steroids. And once you come down from it, your strongest now is like 320. now that's you without being anything. So you got closer.
Yeah, but you're assuming now that everyone in the world takes steroids just trying to bench a higher weight, which is a fallacy. It's a false logic. It's not true for everyone that takes steroids. That's not the statistic of saying I buy steroids because I'm just trying to bench higher. Just so I can increase that little 10, 12 pound weight increase.
Then what's the point of steroids?
Clearly, it's a deeper issue.
Well, yeah, and again, I'm not debating that it's not, but I am saying that it is beneficial for some people who do it right. Like Joe Rogan, he does a small form of steroids because he wants to continue getting stronger, and he wants to continue to do more. Him lifting weights, doing the marathon.
Okay. Joe Rogan is an awesome example, right?
Yeah.
But listen, that's Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly.
And for people, but for people to me that come to me and say, "Hey, Josh, should I use steroids?" I just say, "Bro, you're not using it in the way that you think you're using it. Mm-hmm. You're using it because you feel like you're inequipped, or your body or your biology is too weak for you to get to a physique that you want." Mm-hmm. And to me, it's just you're being lazy and you're being incompetent about yourself. I feel like if you actually put the time in and take 2 to 3 years and work on your body will adapt. But you're trying to get it a faster way, and so you use and some type of drug like steroids who will increase that for you. And the problems that could probably cause is it's not good.
Heart conditions, stuff like that.
But no, if you're using a way like maybe Joe Rogan, a light form of steroid, and you work out, you don't do no competition, you just want to increase your weight, whatever. Okay, maybe it's that's justifiable.
Healthy, quote unquote, healthy people who are using it for like I guess the right reasons. But again, it just all comes down to like how you feel about yourself. That's all it is. And if you're betting yourself and this is all what you want, I mean, that's the thing.
That's why I told my roommate this. I said, yeah, I feel like when you go to the gym, I feel like you need to start going in. Of course, you want to better yourself, but also you should always, no matter what phase you're in, either you're too big or you're too skinny, you got to first love yourself in that phase. I think so. I think it's wrong to go to the gym and not love yourself in that phase that you're in.
I mean, yes. I will say yes, but I also disagree with you on that.
Okay.
The reason why is because why would you want to love your unhealthiness?
Okay. So let's say I'm overweight, right? And I need to lose weight for whatever reason, I want to look better. I want to get back to my high school weight, right? I think you have to be content. Mm-hmm. Now, contentment does not mean stagnant. Mm-hmm. That's two different words.
I understand that, but most people do not differentiate from the two. Though.
Yeah, so let's teach people, right? This is why you go to a podcast. You want to hear people's opinions, I would assume. So when I look at contentment, I say, okay, I realize my body type. I realize it's not where I want it to be. Mm-hmm. But yet, do I hate it? No. Do I dread it? No. Will I increase it? Yes. Mm-hmm. It's like being at a job where you want to move up in the company, but you can't right now. Mm-hmm. You just okay. I'm waiting to the right time, but I'm working on moving up. I'm getting trained by the former manager. Mm-hmm. I'm taking on different tasks. You're doing things to increase it, but yet you're not hating where you are. Mm-hmm. I think hating where you are causes people to do more than what they need to progress. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to take steroid, I'm going to get big because that will make me get the girl I need. That will make me get all the looks, out in public. Mm-hmm. I can start wearing bigger clothes. It leads to bad habits that you start when you don't like yourself. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, yes, it does. No, yeah.
What do you think?
Like I said, I totally agree with you. But at the same time, why would you want to be in a state and aware where you are either not growing from the company, or you are or what's it called enjoying you being unhealthy, and that's going out by both sides of the spectrum.
Why would you not? Why wouldn't you enjoy growing?
No, why? Basically, what I'm saying is, sorry, no, nothing. What's it called? Why would you want to love the place where you're at, where you're unhealthy?
But see, okay, I said love, but again, I meant contentment. That's what I meant. But like specifically, I'm saying like I'm happy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not okay. Like to hate, okay, you're overweight, mm-hmm. and you're or
underweight. You don't have to be just.
Or you're underweight. Okay, you're underweight, whatever. What if you don't eat as much? And so I don't think you should say, "Oh, I hate where I'm at and I'm ugly like this."
Also, no one said that either.
But you're insisting that you're not happy with your weight. You give me an incentive saying that you don't like where you are.
It's more.
You just said that, right?
It's more of a thing. It's like I am not gonna stand for me being unhealthy mentally and physically. Why? Because
But you're not selling for that, though.
What do you mean selling for what?
You're saying, okay, yeah, all those three things. Being contentment is not settling. You guys are confusing, again, two different things. Being content means I understand where I'm at. I understand I need to improve. I am actively improving it, but I'm going to be okay with where I'm at. I'm not being like, okay, like these things being like, okay, I'm not gonna ever move up.
But it's like, again, most people, I don't want to make it sound like a fallacy, but most people cannot differentiate the two. That's what I'm saying.
I think most people can, and they get confused.
Well, that's right. It's basically the exact same thing. They cannot tell the difference between. They're confused. Exact same thing. What I'm saying. But I'm saying that this is what it is. But in a healthy manner, I say, I want to be healthy. I just want to do whatever. If you want to cut down a few pounds or whatever, you don't have to have a body like Arnold or anything like that. So any of the supermodels. If you just want to cut back a little bit just so you get down to a quote unquote healthy weight. And I'm saying healthy weight compares to you, not what the doctors say or anything like that. I'm saying what you feel like, hey, I have more activity now. I can still do the things that I can do more things that I love to do because I have the energy. I have the strength to do all this stuff. Yes, that's all pretty much already.
But to be so reliant on a drug like steroids.
I never, here's the thing.
Are we talking about steroids?
We're not talking about steroids. I'm done talking about steroids.
What are you trying to say?
I'm just talking about in general. Just in general. I'm
done
with steroids. Relax. Guys, I'm not taking steroids. I'm not.
Yeah, but you're advocating for it. Devil's advocate over
here. Again. Why wouldn't you want to be a superhero? I don't understand.
Man, the movies must got you guys fooled. This is why the love for yourself.
It's a super drug. I'm just saying.
No. I'm done. This is the problem. This is the problem with the young people today, our age group today. You want to be a superhero. You want something that's fake.
Captain America.
Not even real.
Captain America.
It's not even real.
Captain America. He got his powers the most American way ever. Steroids.
I don't see how you could be so in love and so involved and want something that is not even, you. Man, but see, that's why people don't want to succeed in life. I feel like that's the difference between, a millionaire to somebody who makes $5 an hour. Well, that's the difference between smart people and people maybe who don't read books all day. It's the fact that you want something that's not authentic. It takes time to develop a good body. It takes time to develop somebody who became a millionaire. It takes time to learn that kind of stuff and to get it quickly and to get it that's not you. The fact that you lift some weights, but you had so much that enhanced you in life. You can't get no shortcuts in life. There's no discount on life. There's no quick tip. Hey girl, give me a discount at the store. We go to church together. Yeah, Doug, I give you 10% off Chick-fil-A coupon. You can't get that in life, and I feel like people want that way too much than they need it.
I mean, it's the same way with when it comes down to people who are quote unquote Christians and stuff like that. They want that. That like, it's like I know God, this thing, other thing, but without actually putting the work ever. They want to have that relationship with God, but without even spending a moment with Him. They want to be able to perform miracle in His name, but without even saying His name when you're worshiping.
I don't say Jesus' name.
That's my point. So it's the exact same. It's the exact same. It's everyone everywhere. It's the exact same way, whether you're working out or being a Christian.
You're right.
So that's what people want. Why would you? People want to grow so much, but they don't want the soreness. They don't want the pain. You're gonna need the pain. You're gonna need the pain.
Doug preaching better than y'all shouting. That's all I got.
I mean, seriously, you're gonna need the pain to grow. You're gonna understand. It's like, hey, whatever I'm going through, whatever like strength or whatever you're working out, whatever this is gonna hurt right now for what I'm doing, but I'm gonna get better and stronger after it. So when it comes down again, I know how to do it. It becomes easier now. Same thing as Christians. When something puts me down, I know, hey, my God is still on my side.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. It's over the exact same thing over and over again. Do you still trust Him?
Yeah.
Are you still believing in Him?
Yeah.
Do you still believe in His word? It's all the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But just jump it up and on different things.
And maybe people fall off because sometimes. Now I'm trying to relate this back to myself. Maybe you hit home for me. Maybe sometimes it does feel like you're fighting an uphill battle. I said that to myself today. Maybe yesterday I said, man, am I fighting an uphill battle? It's like, how many, fights do you have to get to the top of that hill? It's just like, it seems like it never ends.
But you guys are always, here's the thing. you feel like you're not getting anywhere. I feel like a lot of people don't get anywhere. It's like, oh, it's like one step forward, 2 steps back and stuff. But you're still going forward.
Yeah.
You're still going forward. You're still learning.
Yeah.
I mean, it's why does everyone want like a quick fix every single time? Yeah. Why does everything have to be a microwave where it's done in a few seconds and then that's it?
Yeah.
You need that growing pains. You need it.
Yeah.
I mean, take a look at Job. He's a righteous
Job.
Job. Mm-hmm. His whole life righteous, right? He was blameless. But I was like, you know what? The only reason why he's like that is because God has blessed him. Yeah. Because he has take that all away. What did he do? What did he do? He still praised him. But he praised them. But the next verse after that, he was still cursing himself. He's like, why did I do this? Mm-hmm. Why was this thing? Mm-hmm. All his other friends were like, you must have did something bad. Yeah. God is so just. Mm-hmm. God is just. God rewards the righteousness and condemns the wickedness. Mm-hmm. So you must have done something. Yeah. But he did it. Nope. It just happens.
This is how life is.
It just happens. And what happened at the end of that? After God blessed him with more than he already had. He didn't do it because he was just as a good test. Like, oh, look at him. He still praised me well. No, that's why he blessed him. He did it just because that's who God is. Yeah. Yeah. Job was able to understand because he didn't just answer the questions like, God, why are you doing this to me? Why is this happening? Why am I going through all this? Mm-hmm. He didn't answer that question. He showed him everything that God sees. It's like, this is the everything. This is the infinite vision of what I have. Yeah. Can you do better? Can you understand what I'm doing? No. Yeah. So how are you going to judge me and demand from me what just is if I'm the one that made it? Wow. Yeah. This got into a whole different topic. Ooh, this is one way different place.
See, y'all, he preaching better than y'all shouting. That's all I got to say.
But it's very true, though. It's like, how can we understand something that God did when he's the one that made it? Yeah. Like, it's like me trying to tell Steve Jobs, rest in peace, Steve Jobs, how does this work when he's the one that did the entire thing? Yeah. Makes no sense. Yeah. Makes no sense. How dare I question God and tell him this is unjust? Yeah. How dare I? You know, honestly. And that's what I talked about on my pod and the video that I made. Yeah, I kind of hit the nail on the head on this one too.
Tune into that one. Tune into our Instagram to get
it's coming today.
Deep topics. Lord, I gotta get back. Hit. I'm sweating. Yeah, you were preaching on that one, bro. I'll let you go. You did that one. Hey, that's a dub. PD. PD. That's PD. That's your nickname.
That's PD.
That's PD. Yeah, LAPD.
You know, they used to call me Reverend in high school.
Reverend?
Yeah. They call me Rev.
I'm gonna keep PD.
You know why?
Why?
You know why? Because I was in an art class and I was doing like a tribute to Rev, the drummer for Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah. And his nickname was Rev, so I wrote down a thing, and everyone would just call me Rev for some reason. I was an atheist back then. I have no business having that title. That was just funny.
There you go. That's the whole sign. God wink. It's a God wink. He's winking at you. So there you go. I got you set up.
I got him.
I got you set up soon, man. Yeah, I'll make one comment. I say, there's a lot of instances in the Bible where people always mess up and make a lot of mistakes, and God allows them to talk. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Like, he allows you to be in that state for a reason. I don't know. Doug could probably tell you a reason. The reason, it could be a lot of different things, but to me, it just shows how God really allows you. He allows you to vent to him. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of cases in the Bible like that where they're really wrong. Like, they say some stuff in the book of Job that's like, whoa, you said that even of God, bro? Like, he's right there. He's listening. Mm-hmm. But they let him go, And I think it is that lesson you have to learn, like Doug said. I think there is that lesson. You have to go through some things. Though your vision will tarry, wait on it. Though whatever you're going through, if you're lifting weights, if you're in the stock market, like some people in the stock market right now, got some gains, got some losses.
All gains, bro.
All gains. There you go. Congratulations. I'm just kidding. No.
Pretty soon in March, actually.
It's hard. It is hard. You're gonna have days, where you're gonna just be full of yourself. You're gonna be emotional. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be upset. You might be alone. You might be happy. Mm-hmm. But you have to know this is all part of God's plan. He allows you to vent to mess up, to talk about it,
And
to be corrected.
I posed this question on the video that I did, and I'm gonna pose it to you guys, whoever who's watching this. Are you gonna still be happy, or are you still gonna believe in God when you don't have any of the stuff that you have? So the stuff that you have, all this, are you still gonna believe God is still true and just, even if you don't have it?
This is very similar to what Jerry asked me that question, and I said, I've been through so much. If I lost my house, if I lost my laptop, that camera, these microphones, if I lost Doug, I would still praise God because I've been through so much. I've know what it's like to have nobody in my life, to having people in my life. I know what it's like to have a job and to be jobless. I've been through so many phases. People in any object around me does not predict who I am inside. I think God has reflected that at this point. I don't have to work for NASA. I don't have to be an astronaut. I don't have to live in Los Angeles anymore. I don't have to. I'm not held hostage by what I wanted, because God has given me so much that I know He has the best intentions now. So if I don't get that girl, it's fine. I'm okay with that because God's given me so much. Yeah. And so Doug can't tell me who I am because God knows who I am. Yeah. And if Doug knows God, then he shall reflect that. Yeah. That's how I feel about that question.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you have any other questions you want to ask us, you already know our Instagram is down below. We even have an Instagram for this page, Occasion and Purpose.
Occasion and Purpose.
You already know what it is.
We go deeper.
We go sometimes deeper into topics that we want to talk about here or that we don't talk about here.
Put in the comments below.
So if you have any questions, let us know. Put it there. Do it individually if you guys like. You guys hit him up more than me. But there's someone that just started following us and kind of gave me the reason why I was like, had this thought in my head of this whole, like, if I had nothing, would I still believe in God? And it wasn't something directly what they said. It just in total what we were talking about. I'm just like, oh, this topic seems nice to have. So maybe they'll watch. So what's up?
Watch it, guys. Comment, DM us. And we will write back as soon as possible. Yeah, dude, thank you guys for watching.
I mostly handle the comments.
Doug is in charge of social media platforms.
I'm very much on it. I'll respond if you guys have questions.
And then Doug says I already agreed with him a long time ago. So what he tells you, I feel the same way. So
sure, let's go with that. All right, guys. You guys have a good day. Stay blessed. Remember, if you're gonna do good just because.
Bye.